Good morning. Hello, Spins. Spins dancing around at this early stage. You must be in a cracking mood today. What's going on? You may notice I have a black background on the Just Chatting screen this morning. I think I might have accidentally deleted I might have accidentally saved my background I made on a temporary spot and deleted it. But you know what? I'm kind of not hating it either at the same time. I'm kind of not hating the black background because I've got the neon Just Chatting text. I don't know. What do you reckon? Should I leave it? Should I leave it as it is and maybe add a couple of I could add a couple more like little neon images around it as well because they'll really like stand out on the black background. Either that or I'll just whip up a new background again. Whoopsie. I did a bit of a clean up of the PC yesterday and I think I might have deleted it. But what are you going to do? Welcome in. It's Wednesday morning, right? It's Wednesday morning. We are hopping back into the mechanic workshop. You may remember back in 2021-ish, we played Car Mechanic Sim for the first time, but we played the 2018 version. This is the 2021 version that I've never played before, and it's been on my must-try list for quite a while because this is a GamePass game. So if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play this for free. And I'm really interested to see... I didn't play, obviously, loads of the 2018, but enough to notice any quality of life changes, I would say, that they've brought in. I am, Jarek. I'm very certified, I am. I can now work on my own car. You know, cost of living crisis, who cares? I can do my own car repairs, which I will demonstrate for you very, very soon. It's going to be absolutely glorious. Certified amazing, not certified crazy. How very dare. Good afternoon, Jarek. What's going on? How was your day? Now, what we're going to do, I've got a little funky little list playing. I'm going to have my own music on for today's stream. I just want to check the volume of that. Might turn it down a little bit. The game has music and it's got a radio in it, but I suspect it's not stream safe. And after the faffery with the in-game music for Supermarket Sim the other day, I've had to remove the music from so many sections because I didn't realize that wasn't going to work. I want to have my own music for the whole thing. So let's have a little tinker, shall we? And we'll go live over on the vertical as well. Lovely. So hello to vertical folk. Anyone who's vertical today? Hi. Let us begin. Let us begin. Now you can see what I can see. Beautiful. All right. Now I think we probably will do the tutorial because it's, you know, it's the 20. It's not that I'm not a professional, because as we've already discussed, I am. But you know, they might have made some changes that we should be aware of in 2021. Oh, you're only partly vertical, but you're on the landscape, so you're covered, Muffins. Hello, Muffins. What's going on? You haven't frozen completely. Now look at this. Look at this. So I've left the game sound on, but music off, so we can hear the ambient tumbleweeds. Look, there's tumbleweeds in the background. Should I just play, or how does this work? Let's look at this. There's a tutorial for all these different things. Oh, there's heaps of stuff too now. I think that there's some new elements maybe we haven't had before, so we'll just run through them. So we have the pie menu that lets us check orders and do all of those key items, which makes sense. That's absolutely fine. What do you mean you hope I don't start on the fancy cars? How very dare. What's that supposed to mean, Muffins? Do you not have faith in me? We have the lifter. We have an upper button to lift the car. We remember the lifter. That's okay. We have an oil change where we lift the car to the highest position. And then just get underneath and change the oil. Approach the oil drain. Grab the oil drain thing. We had a bit of a pickle with this in the 2018. Heaps of people got confused when it came to changing the oil. I think we can do that. I think that will be absolutely fine. We've got a tyre change as well. Surely it takes you through this a little bit as well when you play the game, right? I remember you had to separate the wheel and take it back to the car. Wheel balancing we never did, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. You know what? I think we'll figure it out. Let's just see how far we go. I don't think I did a tutorial on the last one either, because, you know, I am so professional. All right, let's go. Now we can choose a game mode. I think it has some kind of a story running through it. We will go for now. So what's the difference here? Classic gameplay. I am an expert, but again, I don't want to move too fast for everybody. I just want to, you know, keep it real. So we'll just do normal, I think. Oh, if it's your first play. Oh, do they just mean? I don't. Okay. I think we might be doing normal. I think we're doing normal. Honestly, how hard can it be? Welcome to Car Mechanics Sim 2021. This is your new garage. Take a look around, get to know your workplace. You have at your disposal an old adapted gas station with its surroundings. Complete orders, purchase and renovate cars, and expand your garage. Ooh, look at this. Very windy. So it's windy in real life today as well. This reminds me of Gas Station Simulator, actually. It really does. Oh, what? Is this what I'm starting with? Why is there crap everywhere? You must unlock more of the garage the better that you get. Oh, it looks pretty sharp. It looks a lot sharper than 2018. I know, it's fancy, isn't it? I'm fancy. Let's check out the computer and see what we can do here. I think this is where, yeah, you do your orders and stuff. So we have all these different shops. The rims shop, the add-ons shop, interiors, gearboxes, you name it. There's our oil drain. Okay. So that's good. We have our toolbox. So that's where we can upgrade our abilities as we earn skill points and stuff. This takes me out to the back area. I don't know why that is yet, but there must be a reason. Maybe that's where cars get dropped off that I'm going to work on. We've got the water closet where you have a little tinkle. Ooh, it's a bit dirty in here, isn't it? We have the first aid kit for clumsy workers, not me. Good morning, Julia. How are you today? Have you got your power back and everything in order? We have our wheel balancer and our tire changer. All right. Okay. So where's my little wheel here? Oh, it's my shopping list is when I press tab. Wheel with right click. So should we check the orders and just get going? Just see what's going on. So we have Luxa Baron. Oh, that's the car's name. That's the name of the car. I don't know what the customer's name is. I was just passing by and I noticed your repair shop. It's good that someone took care of that old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with today is quite a recent purchase. It was used on a daily basis. Condition is rather okay. What does that mean? It'd be good to check the oil level and the tyres. That should be no problem for you. If you manage, then perhaps this won't be our last meeting. Why do I feel like they're testing me? That's not normal. Oh, I'm glad you're back. That's good. It's a bit cooler today as well, which is nice. Okay, we'll take this one. We'll take the order. I hope we absorbed enough from the 2-second tutorial. We did. Is this the car? Is this the car that you said was kind of alright? You don't have to, do we have to wash it as well or nah? Don't we do this in the workshop? I'm doing it out here, am I? No, I can't do it out here because I need to put it on the bloody lifter, don't I? Okay, well, maybe I'm supposed to drive it in? You drive it in? Oh, that's the wrong side. We're not in Australia anymore. Okay. I probably need to open the garage door. Actually, I don't think I can even turn the car on. How do you get it in the workshop? Let's open the door. We haven't covered that, have we? So we'll open this one. There we go. Get the gate open. Wait, am I supposed to keep pressing it? What are you doing? Must be a button for it to stay open, right? What's this do? Absolutely nothing at all. No, that just lets me go through it. Do not block garage gates. Maybe I need to go inside and do something to make it automatically happen. We'll go I hope they don't need it back today, because I don't even know how to get it in the fucking workshop at this point. Maybe I could just go up to the machinery and be like, put car on. I mean, don't you think that's a bit odd? Must be a way to have the gates open. There's my map. Okay. Oh, there's racetracks and stuff as well. And a car salon. Oh, we've hit a bit of a snag here. I don't actually know how to get the car in. I'm sure we didn't talk about this in the tutorial. What have we got here? Assemble mode. Move the car. There we go. Move the car. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to check the oil. So let's put it on the car lifter. Right. So when you have the car, you right-click on the wheel, and then you've got new options here. I don't think my my true local reviews will be real flash here. So we'll put it up. Can I make it go higher than that? I'm a little bit taller than that. Thank you. Lovely. So now let's check. We should have a bit of a checklist, shouldn't we? So if I want to look at my little jobs list for a job, that was a good sentence, wasn't it? Where's the tracking of the jobs that I need to do with it? Because that's the order that I've taken, right? This is another order. There's no bloody way I'm taking that. I've got my hands full now. How can I see what I'm supposed to be doing with this particular car? Car status. This could be it, possibly. So it's showing us all of the stats of the car, the conditions that everything is in. And then, oh, I forgot to go. Oh, no, I didn't. It's fine. And then, this is what I was looking for. So there's our overview, and it's telling us all the stuff that we have to fix. It needs heaps doing. They're like, oh, I reckon it just needs like a couple of, like the oil change and stuff. It's knackered by the looks of it. All right, so let's start with the tires then, shall we? Should we take the tires off? Is there a way of looking at the tire to assess its condition, like on a parts basis? Or do you have to do that probably in the examine mode? Examination, 45%. All right, so I reckon if the tires need changing, then we'll take all the little bits and bobs off. I'm still in examination mode though, so that won't let you take things off. So when you're in examination mode, if we go around to all of these tires, it's going to show us the condition of every single one. So they're all under 50%, which I assume is not a good thing, basically. So now we're in disassemble mode. So we'll get the tires. Take these little, yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I'm not surprised. I don't think many people, I think you're either an enthusiast for this game or not, I expect. We're going on a wild ride here. Right, so there's the brake disc. So where has the tire gone that I've taken off? What happens to it when you take it off? Have I actually I've taken it off, right? So where does it go? Have I thrown it in the bin? What if you wanted to just change a rim or something? It seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? Like, where's the rim? Am I holding that in my inventory now? If I go to the tire changer, because he wants to keep his rims, I assume. Separate the parts. So this is the one I've taken off, right? So we need to separate them. I don't think he wanted like all of his other stuff changed as well. He didn't say anything about that. Right. So take the parts from the tire changer. So now we have a rim and a tire. The tire is knackered. So we're going to have to make a new one. We're going to install a tire on a rim onto our one that we're holding. Oh, look at this. Yeah, well, they said they wanted an oil change, but there's much more wrong with it than that. I don't think they were specific enough. They were like, oh, it's in okay condition, sort of. You know, it's not really. Now, should I just hold these tyres until we've looked at the rest of the car? Because I feel like we might find other things that I'll then have to take things on and off, and it will take forever. Do you know what I mean? So, let's take all these bolts. Oh, that looks knackered. We have to loosen it up. Oh, just place some UB40 to it, and it loosens right out. Oh, that's new. I don't think that was a thing last time. Ah, okay. Well, let's take all the tyres off because I've got really big pockets, apparently. I can carry 3 tyres at once. I know. That'd be $4,950, thanks. For an oil change and a complete, you know, engine rebuild. I remember this, like, once you get a feel for it, though, I remember this being a really relaxing kind of game. There's a satisfaction to it. You feel like you're really doing something. Like, you can see where you've been. Top up the wiper fluid. Yeah. Body respray. New fancy rims that I accidentally put on. Okay. Now, we'll do all of them at the same time while we're at the station. How's that for a plan? So this is everything we're holding. Crap, including the new tire that I changed. Shit. How do you know if you've already done it? Because they all look like they're about the same level of knackered. Oh, damn it. Oh, hang on, wait. What's that? Is that the new... What does that mean? Now I don't know. I don't know if this is a new one that I put on or not now. We'll figure it out. It'll be absolutely fine. So take the parts. It's okay. That was an old one. That was an old one. Right. Let's just separate everything and we'll work it out. It's all going to be okay. I feel like we need a double one. We need to be able to do 2 tires at once, I think. I wonder if you can upgrade stuff like that later. That would be good. One of them will be the new one. You should be able to tell that though, because the tire, when you separate it, the tire will be brand new. Okay, I think I've actually separated all the right ones so far, but actually, you know what I might have done? I might have put the old tire back on the rim again, thinking about it now, because we never bought any new ones, did we? We didn't buy any new tires. So I think I just put the whole... I think I might have put the old one back on. Here you go. That'll be $3,000. You get all your old tires back as well. How good's that? Now, can I sell stuff that I don't want to hold on to anymore? Like, if I'm holding crap like the... these tires I've taken off. They're all 17%. I can probably sell them. Yes, I can. Sweet. So... I want a standard tire, 215 75 R15. Can you search for it in here? Damn it. What if I just put 215 in? It wouldn't be a good time to come in and just check on the progress of your car. I'm just like, oh, what if I just put 215 in the system? Oh, all right then. What a shit search thing. All right, fine. Fine, I accept that I can't search. Fine. Oh, damn it. Cancel the search. I'm getting really annoyed. Okay, so maybe I just need to look at it. A standard tire might just be what it is. Now, is there a way of getting a little shopping list? You used to be able to get a shopping list going. That was really useful as well. Now, shopping list. How do I add something to it? Oh, I know how I do this. We go to... Yeah, I know, it's all just in bits, so don't worry. I'm good at IKEA furniture. Now, if I go back to my inventory... It is. It's the car mod pack. What do you reckon? It's a surprising mod, I would say. It's all coming back to me. Right-click to add it to your shopping list so you know what you want to buy. So that's exactly what I want. And then when I'm on the computer, I should be able to look at my tab and it just tells me I want a standard tire. Right, so it is this one. So we want 4 of them. And all of that. Oh god, you can change that. Let's assume that we're not changing anything. I assume that's fine. It's just a standard tire. It's going to be okay. I am well. How are you, McLovin? What's going on? What's the latest? So how about we sell the old tires so that we don't get confused about what we're holding on to. So we'll get rid of all of these ones. Get some money back in the bank. How's that for an idea? Otherwise this inventory is going to turn into an absolute mess, isn't it? Now we can put our tires back together. I don't have the necessary parts. Excuse me. Yes, I do. I do have the necessary parts. I just bought them. Fuck, I didn't buy, like, new rims as well, did I? No. I just bought the tyre. Why are you telling me that I don't have the right parts? Is it the wrong size? It's night and you're getting jet lag. I'm still getting used to it as well. It's a big adjustment, but I like it though. I'm really liking it at the moment. It's working better for me. Crap, I think I might have bought the wrong size tire, but it said just to get a standard one. So, unless I was supposed to change the size of it. That's a 15-inch rim. So if I go back to the tire shop, well, my profit margins are already shot, aren't they? 215, 775, R15. That would mean 15-inch rim, surely. Standard. Time to retire. Oh, I didn't last very long. But that's what I've bought, and that's what they had, so that should be fine. From 60 credits. Maybe I did need to change these little bits. God, we never used to have to do that, did we? 215, 75, R15. 215, 75, R15. So maybe they needed to be 15-inch. Surely we don't need to change all this other stuff as well. Why isn't it just a default? That'd be fine. Do you reckon that's all it is? Just a 15-inch thing? 15-inch wheel. Whatever this is. The width. What's the width? 215, 75, R15. I reckon that has to be like a 75 profile. It's too much. I mean, nobody needs 15 inches. Let's be real. What was this other one? 215. Do you reckon that's what I need to do? Let's just buy one in case this is completely wrong. And we'll see. I hope I've got plenty of money. I hope I've got some good starting capital or I'm going to be absolutely fucked. Oh, that's what you do. Oh, I didn't. Yep. Okay. I bought the wrong tires because I didn't adjust the sizing. I didn't realize I had to do that. It's okay. So what I can do then is I can sell... Oh, I might just keep the other ones. You never know when they'll come in handy. But chances are I'll just get completely confused and forget that I've got them in future. So we need the 15... Completely forgotten. Thank God for the shopping list. 215, 75, R15. 215, 75. Right. And I want 3 of them. I'll add it to the bill. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll make a little tire swing out the front. I'll make like a triple swing. Always with the good ideas. Love to see it. Excellent. So this is just the tires. We have a few other things we would like to check out on this vehicle before we are done here. Yeah, I know. I really appreciate it. I never would have thought to make my own tire swing. You have to have a little bit of fun still. Can't all just be about the money. Right, so the 4 tyres are ready to go back on the car. But before we do it, we're going to check all the other bits and pieces first. So let's look at our little order list, however the hell I did that. How did I do that now when I was looking at my list? Wasn't in shopping list. Or was it? No, that's just... No. Inventory? No, that's just showing all the things that I've got. Cool and... Oh, excellent. I feel like I should stop taking advice from you now, to be honest. Oh, so when you're pointing at the car, we get a different menu. That's absolutely right. So we go to car status. We know we have to change the tyres. We need 2 brake pads. So let's go into examine mode. I think I have to point at the car, don't I, for examine mode? Examination mode. So it's gonna show all the parts that are knackered in orange and red. So at the front, that thing there, that's not good. That's not looking good. So that's why I didn't want to rush into putting the tires back on, because I wanted to check the stem lube first. Yeah, that's right. That's why. So how do you exit? Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do, we'll take this front section off. Take the caliper off and all the bolts. I hope I've put my little plastic cup where it needs to go so I can remember how to do this. So the brake pads need to be changed. They are not looking in good shape at all. And same for this one as well. It makes a lovely little noise when you're trying to pull the wrong thing off at the wrong time. Caliper, hardly bloody know it. You're very spicy at night, McLovin. You know that? You're spicier at night than you are in the morning. What do you have to say to that? Right, and we'll take this brake pad off as well. It looks real rough. Right. Now, those are the 2 brake pads. So if I go into my little status, we have a fuel pump as well. That's also supposedly not in great shape. Do you think all the brakes need to be changed? I don't think so. I think it's just the front ones. There's some other stuff going on. Oh, you've still got Christmas chocolate left. So do I, actually. I'm kind of over it. I don't really want it. I'm just sick of all that at this point. That red thing doesn't look like it's in good nick. That's the air filter base. So that does need to come off. But what was the other thing that I needed to do? I also needed to pull something else off. After eights. Oh, after eights. I feel like I haven't seen those for a while. Can I just reach in and grab this? Or do I have to pull everything else off first? Just reach in. That's all right. So that's the oil filter. And that pump at the front doesn't look good either. I mean, it would be rude. They might be offended if you don't eat them, to be honest. That's the common problem. Right. So there's just a regular oil filter and a fuel pump. I know, you get sick of it. You really do get sick of it. I'm trying to be healthy now. I want to move on from all the Christmas indulgence. So that's suspension. So they've got some parts that are wearing in orange, but we don't want to actually take them off. Let's start replacing a few other things so I don't get too confused here. Because I can see what's going to happen. Brake pads on the shopping list. So we'll get those. Now that air filter, oil filter, I've pulled that off. We need one of those as well. That's fine. Let's get those purchased first and we can perhaps put those back. So I don't need to worry about those tires now. They're done. So we need brake pads. Now, what's the shop for the brake pads? We'll go... Just the main shop sounds good to me. Brake pads. We just want some standard ones. Now, are they all fancy as well, or just brake pads? It's just a brake pad. Thank God for that. So we'll have 2 of those. And we'll have an oil filter, a V8 one. a V8 oil filter. So we want this one over here as well. So we've got those bits purchased. I'm worried that I'm going to put them on and have to take other things off still, though. That's why I feel like I want to take everything off the car first. And I keep forgetting what else I'm looking for as well, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so we need to find the fuel pump and the round 2-carb air filter. Can we remember this? The fuel pump and the air filter. So the air filter would be at the front of the car, surely. So if we go into examination mode, the air filter would be somewhere in here, wouldn't it? But surely you don't have to take the whole bloody car apart to get to it. I mean, you can start to see. Yeah, I am starting to think it might be best just to pull the whole car to pieces, really. I think all the stuff's going to be out the front, so we may as well pull some stuff off, though, to be honest. Pull some stuff off so we can see what's going on in here. I think we can probably leave the headlights where they are. I think that part's fine. It looks like they have knackered suspension as well. The orange bit on top of the carb. Excuse me. We might have to start taking some things off. Wait, there's the fuse box. What's this? We have a radiator fan. A water pump. Yeah, maybe I should. Do you think the car's probably a bit high now that we've taken the tires off? Let's lower the car again so I can see what's going on. Maybe we could just do it from here. Just pulling all the parts off from underneath because I can't see. So all I needed was my windshield washer fluid changed. Oh, okay. Right, so we're still looking for the air filter here. What's that over there? Can I jump on it a bit? I feel like I want to stand on it so I can see things better. Power steering reservoir. Can you pull the whole engine out so I can... Oh, there's a few things going on here. There's a water pump. Brake servo. Let's go into examination mode. Can I do that now? Excuse me, I want to go into examination mode. Oh, I am in examination mode. No, I'm not. Why are you like this? Wouldn't the air filter be at the front? You'd think so. Sorry, your car is totaled. Oh my god. Oh, I hope that's not directed at me, Asgard. How very dare. Now there's the oil fill plug. Air filter, this is it. The 2-carb round air filter. It doesn't look anything like what I thought it would. Right. Now, take this. There we are. That's that. We found that. So let's look at our final piece of the puzzle that we need to find. Which is the fuel pump. We need to find the fuel pump. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Fuel pump. It should look knackered. Now, the fuel pump. Let's have a look over here. There's the fuel tank. You wouldn't think it'd be too far from the fuel tank. How are you, Asgard? Yeah, I know. Cooking sim. Completed it, mate. Completed it, mate. Fuel pump. Once we know, the thing is, once you know, you know. Then next time, it's way easier. Maybe it's in the front still, because that is where the engine is. I feel like I'd like to go out of examination mode because I'm worried that I'm going to look at something that I didn't need to look at. Now, fuel pump. Alternator. It's hard when everything looks like absolutely knackered as well. There's a water pump at the front. Water pump, exhaust manifold. I feel like I remember not knowing where a fuel pump was last time I played this. Starter, fuel filter. Could we be getting warm? Ignition distributor. Gearbox. Power steering. Pump. Maybe all the pumps are at the front. Alternator. Upper suspension. Oh, come on. I need to find one thing. I might have to Google where a fuel pump is. Well, look, honestly, I'm just thinking of their needs. I'm just thinking of their well-being. I'm just worried that they have too many broken parts on the car. That's all. I might have to Google where the fuel pump is. Does anybody know where it is? Or unless you want to tell me. In the tank? Would it be? Maybe for the fuel pump I should put it back on the height. Actually, let's close the hood so that I don't put it up and then smash the hood on the ceiling. Oh, that'd be good. Okay, so then if we look underneath, I don't know. In the tank. You think it's in the tank? Hang on. Let's have a little look. We won't have to look for it again. Once we know, we'll know. I'm going to have to pull a part off from underneath. So, to get to that, if I go to examination mode, there's the fuel tank, but it's got a body underneath it. So, it means you have to take the suspension off to get to it. Uh-oh. Okay. It's definitely in there, right? Because if I take it off and it's not... Okay. I'm a bit worried. Because we have to remember how all this goes back on after this. It seems like a lot to do to change a fuel pump, in my opinion. Need some WD-40 on that one to get it off. Well, it's got to be somewhere. If we take all the parts off, we'll find it one way or another anyway, won't we? I feel. Just take this one. This is a learning opportunity. I'll tell the customer that they've been very helpful. I'm not doing it right. Well, where is it then? Well, hang on, wait. That's attached to it. The leaf spring and the rubber bushing as well. And this. They won't mind me having the car for 3 weeks if it led to a learning opportunity. They won't. There it is! There it is! It's there! The fuel pump. It doesn't even look... Oh, it does look quite knackered. Alright, there we go. That's all we had to do. We just had to disassemble the whole vehicle to find it. Alright, good. So, there we are. We're going to... we have to go look at our little jobs list so we can get to our shopping. Actually, no, I can do it from my inventory, can't I? Now, I would like to buy a fuel pump. And we also need that air filter, the 2-carb air filter. Not the cover, just the filter. I'm surprised it was there, to be honest. I thought it would be at the front of the car. I'll be fixing my own car in no time. I know, I liked... Exactly, anyone could do it the conventional way. I'm not anyone. Now, we want... Let's assume we can buy it from here. I already bought the brake pads and the oil filter, I think. So we'll just go for the fuel pump. One of these. Lovely. And the round air filter 2-carb. This one. We need that one as well. Alright. So, let's put some things back on the car, shall we? Let's put that filter back on. So, let's get all up in this. How can I sort of get back to, if I want to put assemble mode. Okay, so I'm in assemble mode. I can't see what I want to see. So what if I go... What if I go to examination mode like this? Can I just put it down just like 1 notch? Takes it sort of too far down then. I just need it to be like a little bit up. Okay. Honestly, it's probably, I think I've taken a reasonable amount of time. You know, I haven't never had to change a tire, and it does worry me a little bit about that. I have been shown how to do it. I know how to change the oil and check the fluids. I've never actually had to, in practice, change my tire, and I'm terrified about it. Hopefully it's never a thing. All right, so what we want to do here, I want to install... I want to mount... No, I don't want to mount anything on that. I want to mount something on this. God damn it. I just need to be able to... An SUV? Oh, that would be even scarier. I'm getting a little annoyed that I can't reach the top of the fuel tank to put that thing back on. So if I'm pointing at this... Oh, hang on. No, I don't want to sell the fuel pump. I want to put it on. I want to put it on. Why is it so hard to get to this? Shit, I think I just took the whole... Actually, I think that's probably what I need to do, is just to take that bottom cover off. I think that's absolutely fine. Now we want to mount the fuel pump. Okay, I think I needed to take that off anyway. I think that was supposed to happen. I think it's absolutely fine. It was chained under the car. Oh my god. That's not always typical though. It depends on the car, doesn't it? So that's fine. So we didn't have anything else on this part of the car. So let's just get all our bits and pieces back on here. Yeah, I mean, I would love... It would be great to be able to just repair your own car to a point. Like, if you know enough that you could at least do basic fault finding, you save yourself a small fortune. You can see why repair jobs start adding up so much now when you start pulling everything off of the car. And I don't want to put the rim back on yet. Didn't we also take off a something else from here? I thought we took off something else that might need to go back on, but maybe we didn't. That's okay. Well, maybe we'll put the tires back on while we're here then. Is that all right to do now? It could be. It might be all right putting the tires back on, possibly. If we go into assemble mode here. I don't want to be in unmount mode. You got to make sure you're in the right mode. Otherwise, things get a little bit out of hand, to be perfectly honest. Okay, we're going to put all the pieces back in that we took out. I hope I kept my little plastic cup nearby, or I'm going to be in all kinds of trouble here. Now, we can do brakes as well while we're at it. The drum. We bought some new brake pads that we should be able to pop back on. Did we buy 4? Actually, I think it was just the front brakes, wasn't it, that needed to be changed, I think. Oh, we haven't balanced the wheels. Oh, right. Okay. We're gonna do a wheel balance as well. Use the balancer. So I've got 4 tires. Adjust the marker into the green area to balance the wheel. How do you... Oh, okay. Like so. How do you know when it's done? That doesn't seem done, does it? Yeah, it's all the parts I've left on the floor. Is that done? Like, it doesn't do a satisfying little noise to indicate that it is done. So how do you know if they've been balanced? I don't think I balanced that at all. I think that's an extremely unbalanced situation. Oh, I have to press space. I see. I get it now. I quite like doing it. Now I know what to do. Yep, so that's balanced. So now, How do you know which ones you've done though? Because they all look the same. Weird. But okay. Maybe it just doesn't appear if it's already balanced. You have to be able to balance it on the top of your head for 15 minutes. On one foot. That's how you know. Okay, so it doesn't appear if it doesn't need to be balanced. This is quite fun. I quite like doing a wheel balance, actually. That's good. All right, we've learned something new. Very good. Very good. So we're going to put some parts back on then. The tire can go back on. All balanced and ready to go. Oh, it's like a new car. It's like a brand new car, literally. Now, we also have... Let's check our little list and make sure that it's ticking things off as we go. Make sure it's all fine. So the fuel pump is installed. One tyre. Lovely. So that's good. That's how we know what we've done. So the two brake pads at the front, the oil filter and the air filter. Let's do the air filter first. Yeah, it's an old car, but all the new parts have been installed, so that's nice. Did I do that from... Yeah, I think when it was down, that's when we looked at the air filter. That was at the front here. Right, I'm getting the hang of what you need to click to do things now. That takes a bit of getting used to. There's like a few different levels of clicking through to things, and there's different things you can do. So you just want to make sure that you're in the right area so you don't start ripping parts off when you don't want to. Right, so there's that. Now, there was also that oil filter as well, was around here. On the side, I think it was. But I reached that. I accessed that from the bottom, though. Now, did I take any more parts off of this before? Let's just check that. Is there any more parts I need to put back on? I feel like I didn't take anything else off the engine. I did take the front bumper off, so we have to remember to put that back on. We'll do that last. That's absolutely fine. So we'll put that filter back on underneath as well. Now that was somewhere underneath this section. We'll go into mount mode. I think it's this. Yeah, there's the oil filter that we've purchased. Then we can put our new brake pads and whatnot on. Now, I think we need to... Oh, there we go. So, brake pads at the front. Lovely. My inventory is going to be looking a lot better. I'm not holding all of these parts that I've taken off the car. Tire is balanced. No drama there. I completely forgot about my cup of tea. That's probably cold now. I've been absolutely mesmerized by this game, and I just didn't even drink a drop of that tea I made earlier. Oh, hang on, wait. Mount mode. Oh, you gotta be careful there. If you just start getting carried away, everything just gets pulled off. Okay. We also have... Oh, there must be another part that I... taken off. Oh, the bearing needs to go back on. Then it's not quite ready for the wheel, so there's another the wheel hub cap, tire. When it all comes together, do you know what I hate though? I hate it when I think I've done it. You put all your parts back and then there's just like one little missing thing. That's the worst. Alright, so we'll go back into mount mode. That's fine. All I did was take the tire off for the back one. Lovely. Okay, so there's the tires done. Let me just check my little list to see how we're going with the status. It's all done. Oh, hang on, wait. We have some other tasks to do as well before we get carried away here. So in this job, it's telling you over here to repair parts of a minimum condition 47%. So that's why all of those ended up needing doing instead of just like the oil and stuff that they said. So we do need to change the oil, and then there's some other tasks as well. This is a massive job. This is not a small job. Change the oil. Okay. God, let's see if we can remember how to do this. Get our oil drain. And we want to move it under the car lift, right? Now we want to drain the old oil first. That'll get you if you don't think about it. And we need to put some new oil in as well. So we're going to move this back to where it normally goes. And we need to put new oil in. So is that something? I think I can do that just from the wheel. Let me just check that for a sec. Additional tools. We have a drain tool. I've already used that. That's fine. I need to actually put new oil in. Did I have to change the filter as well? I think I did, didn't I? No, just change the oil and refill it with new. How do you do that again? Let's get the car down. I remember this being a little bit oddly confusing to do last time. Oil. Right, so there's our oil dipstick. But where's the oil fill plug? Right, so if we take this off, it just automatically gives you the oil bottle. Sweet. So we tip that in. How do you know how much to put in, I wonder? Seems like quite a lot. I mean, surely that'll do. I mean, steady on. That'll be fine. That'll be absolutely golden. That's been filled and is absolutely golden. So, tick to the oil change. Lovely. Now, change the brake fluid, power steering fluid, and the windshield washer fluid. Geez, we're really doing all of it. Brake fluid and power steering. So, power steering we can do from here. You have to drain it still? It says change it. Okay, so let's have a little look at this. The reservoir cap. It looks like you can just bang it in. It's like you don't. It's like it just runs out and you don't have to change it. Oop. Oop. That's pretty full. That'll be fine. Power steering fluid. Done. Then we have the... Nope. I did have to drain it. Well, fuck. I did have to drain it. I put the boot down. Too late. Too late. Now... with power steering fluid, do I need a different drainer or can I just tip it out onto the floor? I don't actually know. So that's the oil pan. I wonder if we should do that from the top when it comes to the power steering fluid. Have a look over here. Power steering... reservoir accessible from the engine bay. So how do you drain this? Drain tool. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So you use your drain tool and you can pull the fluid out of the power steering reservoir. So that's okay. So what was the other one again? Brake fluid and the windshield washer. So let's look at the brake fluid. We'll get back to where we were. Now, how can I want to change my viewpoint a little bit. I'm a bit too far. I wonder if we could have it down then. If we've got like a syringe to change those fluids, we can probably have it down. So if we look at the brake fluid, where would that be living? Oil, battery, oil dipstick, power steering, oil filter. Looking for brake fluid. Brake servo cap. Servo. That could be the one. Possibly. Hello, Miss Anon. I don't understand why this happens to you on YouTube. Isn't it strange? How are you doing this morning? We're going to drain the brake fluid as well. Right. So that's done. So while we're at it, we'll fill this. So we'll focus on this part. We'll take the cap off. Now we can fill it with fresh because we've drained the old. Better. That looks right now. It looked like there might have been dirty stuff in it last time. Possibly. And then we'll do the same for the oil, the brake as well. Here we go. I like that you can just grab the fluid that you need without having to run around the workshop to find it. Jeez, I wonder if I filled the other one enough, the power steering one. And then we have windshield washer fluid as well. So that is here. We'll give that a drain as well. Do we have to drain it, like to take the old out if there's any old water in there? I feel like yes. I want it to be nice and clean. And then we can put some fresh water in. Oh, I just want to take the cap off, does it? Oh, it's because I'm in drain mode still. Lovely. Windscreen washer. Like a brand new car. Oh, we've learned a lot with this first car. I'm quite pleased. That is very full. Look at that. Now, does that count? Have I filled everything high enough? I think it wanted the power steering fluid to be filled a little bit more. You were clicking hearts and poppers. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like this. Honestly. And sometimes, like, there's notification issues and stuff. It does your head in. You just want everything to work. All right. I think we're actually good. We've done everything. The job is done. So we learned an unbelievable amount. Fuck, I just took the win. Fuck, I just took the... I was in unmount mode. Fine. We'll put the hood back on. I feel like they might like to have the hood back on. And that's right, I also took the bumper off as well. Let's make sure that goes back on. They might be a little bit miffy otherwise. It's so dirty. I feel like it needs to be cleaned as well. But that's not our job. That's not part of it. Okay. So, finish order. Oh, I've taken the license plate off. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I took the license plate off by accident. Right, now it's finished. Now it's finished. It's done. Okay, good. So it auto saves at the end of a job as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Who's my next victim? What would you like to have done to your car? Other tasks. Let's do the other tasks. We'll take this one. Let's get him in. This is a much smaller and cleaner car. We know how to move it now, so we'll move it onto the car lift A. So when we get multiple cars, we can actually move it around to different zones of the garage as well. I see you, Mr. Non. I see your YouTube chat now. Whatever you did, it worked. All right, so what are we doing here? Refill brake fluid, coolant, power steering, and windshield washer. So let's assume that we want to be draining all of those as well. I think that might be the way to go. Thank you. Oop, little coffee delivery. Power steering. Let's just make sure that let's take all this old stuff off the shopping list as well, so I don't get confused there. Brake, coolant, power steering, and windshield washer. Okay. We'll go give it a drain. We'll work through them one by one. How's that for a plan? Once you know what you're doing, there's something quite relaxing about this game. With your music on and filling up the fluids. It'd be kind of, you know, if there was no time pressure, it'd be quite enjoyable. Like in real life, it'd be quite stressful. So the coolant needs to be done as well. So we want our drain tool for this. That bright green fluid. Oh, okay. Well, it worked that time. Can confirm. Got some YouTube gremlins. It looks radioactive, doesn't it? Feels like we're putting heaps of fluid in all the time. Like we're putting in way more than what you'd think the container would hold. Lovely. Now power steering as well. So we'll focus on this part. We'll do our drain. There's all these clickable things you can do. So you've got like examine mode, unmount mode, mount mode, focus on part mode. And once you get the hang of that, once you know what layer you're in, everything starts to get so much more simple. But while you're still figuring out that layering, you can get yourself in quite a mess, actually. As you've seen, as I've kindly demonstrated. Is that enough? It's hard to tell when you've put too much in that one. Okay. Right, that one's done. I'm in business owner mode. I don't want to waste any fluids. Like, I don't want to overfill them. And the other one was the brake fluid, which was over here in this little one there. So we'll go get our little drain tool. Need to do that. Give it a drain. Beautiful. Weather's not as nice today. Yesterday was really hot. Today's real windy and annoying. Yeah, it woke me up during the night, actually. I got woken up because it got like, there was these wind gusts, and then I had a nightmare as well that woke me up at some point. I don't know when it was. It was horrible. I dreamt that like we were all chilling outside. It was like a barbecue or something was going on, and I walked outside and there was this enormous spider's web. But like enormous. And I pointed it out to everyone. I was like, hey, you're standing near this like enormous spider's web. And then one of my friends was like, oh, that's probably why you've got an enormous spider on your back. And I was like freaking out, like, get it off, get it off. And no one was getting it off. And then someone eventually started trying to pull the spider off, and it had these sticky legs. And I could feel it. And I was freaking out. And then they couldn't get it off. And then I felt the spider run up the back of me, and it woke me up. And I was just like, it was horrible. It was horrible. Like I can still think of it now. I don't like spiders. I don't know why I dreamt of it. I don't know what brought it on. It was absolutely horrific. Just gives me the ick. All right, I think we're done. We've done all the tasks that they wanted us to do. Oh, I have to put the hood back on. They always want their hoods back, don't they? You take the hood off so easily and you just forget. I think they'd notice, to be honest, as well. I had a hood. Yeah, I was thinking that, actually. I was thinking it would have been better if your power got cut today. Yesterday was very sticky. Very sticky day. So they want their brake system fixing, or we do some other tasks. Let's have a look at this one. Let's try doing some stuff with the brakes. We know a little bit about how to faff about with the brakes. So let's look at our little jobs list. So this one, there's an ABS module and pump and 2 brake calipers that need to be fixed. So let's lift it. We'll put that examination mode on. Yeah, that one's working, Miss Anon. I can see you. All right. Now let's go examination. Now this ABS module is one of the things that has to come off. I reckon that's one of the calipers that need to come off. Anyway, let's take that off. If we go into... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. If we go into... Click into the system so I can reach it. The ABS module. accessible from the engine bay. So I wonder if I'm better off taking that off from the top, you know? Or maybe not. I think I am. I think I'm better off doing that one from the top. So that's the pump. The other bit that I needed to do was the module, which is attached to it. And also 2 brake calipers, which I feel like might be the ones I looked at before. There's one, I reckon that's one. And that would be the other one. All right, so let's do the back of it first. We'll get this caliper off first. And we'll work our way to the front. Oh, really? You got storms? I thought we might get storms yesterday, but it didn't happen. I was quite glad about that though, because there's been, every time there's a storm lately, it feels like the power goes out. And it just drives me crazy because it just causes problems when the power goes out unexpectedly. Really pisses the modem off for a start. So we need to take this one off as well. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. It's really spun me out. Like last week was the first week back after the holidays, and my God, it was crazy how fast it's all going. But that's my second brake caliper. Now this ABS pump and module, I think we'll put the car down, see if we can get to it from the top. I hate windy weather though, because it ruins anything. It doesn't matter if it's cold or it's hot. Wind never makes it better. And it's felt like it's been a pretty windy kind of summer, actually. It's annoying. So there's the ABS module. So that needs to be replaced. Take those little screws out at the back as well. And also that pump as well is knackered. Right, so let's just organize ourselves a little shopping list. Module and pump, and we want 2 brake calipers as well. I feel like we can probably get them from the same shop if we just do it in here. Let's do ABS. No, we might need to get them from somewhere else. What if we get them from... Wouldn't be the tuning shop, would it? I would have thought that you'd just get them from the main shop. Actually. But apparently not. So if it's not the main shop, then... it'd be an add-on. Does it count as a gearbox? No? Tuning. No? Where do you buy it from then? I mean, it's not an add-on. Those are just like stuff that you don't really need necessarily. Seems odd to me that it wouldn't be in the general shop. Surely it would. Maybe it's just something to do with the way I'm searching for it. What about brake calipers? I can get those. I need 2 of those. When it comes to the ABS thing, no good at all. It's just showing me all of this. So where the hell am I going to get it from then? What does it count? What does it count as being? I don't actually know what it's for. Oh, it's an electronics item. Gotcha. Oh, we're learning again. So it's an electronics piece. Right, so we'll mount that to the back. We'll go in mount mode. And we'll get the pump on. The module on. And all the little screws can go back in as well. It's not too bad, actually. It sounds like it's going to be worse than it is, the brake system repair. But It's actually not that many parts that need to be swapped out when it comes down to it. The first one was worse. There was heaps of stuff we had to do. So new brake caliper goes on here. The back wheel as well. And we should be absolutely golden. Didn't need to actually change the tires or anything. That first job was good though in the way that we learned how to do a whole ton of stuff just from one customer order. And that then helps you out with so many other things. Lovely. Oh my god! Jarek, you're a bastard. How dare you disturb my chill. I can't even talk, it's fine. I'm just chilling, popping me brake calipers back on, and you just can't stand it, can you? Right, that one's done. But do you want to drop your car off, Jarek? Does your car need a little looking at? See what's going on? Now, Joanna, referred by neighbor. You look like a promising mechanic. It's service time. I don't think I have any problems, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Please change the oil, the filters, fill the fluids. Tapping in the camshaft. Check that out as well. Ooh, so this is like a story order. So we'll do this one because the story orders are actually showing you how to do things in the game. It's a 2025. Oh, don't assume anything. Never assume. You sure you don't want me to give it a little look over? You should have got me to give it a look over before you bought it, quite frankly. Right. Now, let's start at the start. So, it needs heaps of things, actually. So, we're going to pull off a bunch of parts for this one because it's in a right state. We'll do all the fluid changes last because that's easy enough and we can do it from when it's on the ground. So let's get it up on the lift and we'll just do one thing at a time. Let us not get overwhelmed. All right, we'll go into examination mode. So the red parts will be where I would start. Let's pull these little rubber bushings out. Get that part done first. Examination mode's annoying to get out of, I must say. So we'll take the wheels off. Oh, slept through the whole outage. How? It would have been so hot. Well, I can't sleep when I'm too hot. So if there was no like fan or air conditioning on a hot day, straight away I'm not sleeping. It's just so funny how completely lost you feel when the power goes off, or if the internet even goes off now. Because everything is connected to the internet in one way, shape or form now, isn't it? Oh, she played WoW until 5 AM. Oh my god. That's wild. Let's take that bearing out. That looked like that was a little bit... Now let's just go back into examination mode again for a sec. So I've got all the red parts off of that wheel, but I have some to get off of this wheel. So we'll take these off as well. We'll remember where it all goes. We can put it back, no drama. It's all up here. Absolutely fine. Now, it's actually, there was a little red bit in here. I'm going to have to go back into examination mode to find it. It's this bit, I think, that was worn out. So, we'll pull that out. Wouldn't turn over this morning. Your new car. Are you talking about this new car, 2025 car, wouldn't start this morning? And you're telling me that it doesn't need to be taken a look at? I beg to differ. Now, that looks okay. What do we have going on at the front? She had to go to work this morning as well. Oh, no. Like, just throwing the body clock off entirely. A small crack in the windshield weakens the structural integrity of the entire vehicle. That's what I've heard. You don't want a small crack in the windshield. That's very dangerous, actually. Okay. So now, what else do we need to be doing here? We've got, it seems like there's quite a lot that needs to come off. But which brake pads? I don't remember seeing the back brake pads looking like they were knackered. It seems like the whole brake system. Oh, she's a chef. Does she like cooking when not at work? Like, do you get the benefit of having a chef in the house or not really? Or is she just like, oh, no, I can't. Okay, let's have a look at the other tire as well. There's also something we had to check. A tapping in the camshaft, apparently. They didn't know what was wrong with it. I don't think that has anything to do with the crack in the windshield, Jarek. I think you're reaching there. Now, what else do we have going on? Now that camshaft, I think that's in the front part of the engine. Where that needs to be. Now, how many of the brake pads were actually knackered? Let's just have a little look at my inventory. So it looks like we need these standard brake pads. I've only taken one off though, haven't I? Oh, I've taken two off. She does amazing stuff. Oh, that's so good having a chef in the house. How good is that? Be stoked. I feel like all the brake pads needed to be replaced, you know. So we just need 4 of those standard ones. It doesn't matter if I don't use them all because I'll just keep those standard ones in my inventory in case I need them for another thing. Hello, Omar. Welcome in. What's going on? Oh, it is 4 though. No, okay, so it is 4. So we're going to replace those 4 brake pads. We need 2 brake discs as well. While we're at it, we need 2 of the ventilated ones. And we also need a belt tensioner. We haven't taken that off. We've just been doing the brake stuff. We need 4 rubber bushing things. I've taken those off. So 4 rubber bushing parts. Just standard size. I don't think they were small. I think they were just standard ones. Then, that covers the bit that we've looked at so far. I think we're going to have to put it down and have a look at the other things now. Yes, it is. We are live right now. Playing Car Mechanic Sim. Oh, the gas cap was loose? Oh, well, you learned something today, didn't you, Jarek? You learned something today. It likes it tight, otherwise not having a bar of it. Now, we are looking for... Actually, let's put my little examination mode. Oh, you F-boy. You made all that up just to give me the shits. How very dare. Okay, so I think these little bits down here we're going to have to take off, potentially. Alright. This is where it gets a little tricky because this is stuff we haven't done before. We haven't looked at anything to do with these parts of the car. So we're in new territory here. It said that we needed to... Oh, I think those rubber bushing ones may need to come out. I think they might be worn. That's what we saw on that examination thing. I've never seen Letterkenny either. Unbelievable. And what was the other thing? It said... belt tensioner. Now, I think that's at the front. I think that's somewhere at this front part of the engine. We've got the alternator, serpentine belt. We just need... Where's the belt tensioner? Belt tensioner. Idler roller, crankshaft. I wonder if it's a bit more around the other side. I don't think so. You'd think it'd all be in that zone. Interesting. Not sure where we're going to find that yet. We may need to take some of these covers off so I can see inside, actually. I think I might. Let's have a look inside as well. I'm from Australia, so I'm in South Australia. Hello, You've got the day off today. How good's that? Lovely to see your face. How have you been? Have I seen you in the new year? I hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year as well. You made a marinara from scratch. Oh, that would have been amazing. See, when you're making things with the stuff from your garden, the flavor is unmatched. Oh, you have every Wednesday off. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. That's good. Now, is that... We want a belt tensioner. That's what I want. So we need to replace the belt tensioner. That is no good. And I think the idler roller as well. Yes, that needs to come off as well. It's attached to... Actually, we have to take the serpentine belt off before we can do that. It has to happen in stages. It'd be terrifying pulling one of these apart in real life. My God. That's the tensioner done. The idler roller. There's an ignition coil. Serpentine belt A. I think I just took off. So that's fine. Spark plugs. So 2 spark plugs, cam gear, camshaft. Cam gear. There's the cam. I thought that... I didn't know what that was, but I thought it looked very rusty. So that's the cam gear. That's going to come off. And the camshaft is rusty as well, so we're going to have to pull that out. But we have to take this off first. Oh, this is a big job. Oh, lovely. And you know, when... I don't do it anymore, but a couple of times I would give in and buy like a supermarket sauce. Oh, you know, just get a supermarket sauce. It's fine. It's not... It sucks. It tastes like crap. There's no flavor. There's no comparison between making it yourself and buying a supermarket sauce. And they're expensive as well. For that watery crap that they sell. I'm liking this playlist. This is my own music. I'm using one of those Stream Beats royalty-free lists because I was worried about the in-game music. And I think I was probably right to be worried about it. I think it would have been copyright. The game's got some good music. Like if you're just playing this on your own, the music's good. If you're streaming it, I just don't want to have to deal with... Well, I don't go out of my way to play copyright music anyway, but you also don't want to get caught out by random music that causes you problems with your videos. It's still attached. What's it attached to? That is in there. That camshaft is not coming out in a hurry. What's it attached to? Must be something on the other side. Oh, this has to come off as well. It's like they design it. They design it this way so they can charge you more to fix things. You don't understand English well. Oh, well, I think you're doing a great job. English is a very difficult language to learn. It's difficult learning any language, actually. I'm trying to learn a couple of languages at the moment. And it is not easy to do as an adult. So you're doing well, for sure. Now. 2 spark plugs we need to take off as well. I have a very big shopping list here. It's raining with the thunder. You're getting all cozy today. It's nice if you don't have to do anything. If you can chill and enjoy a storm, then it's good. Thank you for the lurk. Spark plugs. Now they would be, I mean, they're to do with the engine, so I'm guessing they're underneath this manifold, maybe? I mean, I am guessing. Starter. Now, if I was to take this off, you hope to talk to her in divorce. I think there might have been a translation issue with that one there, to be honest. Oh, you do have to go out today. Oh, hopefully it's not pouring down by the time you have to go out. I don't know what the weather's going to do today. It kind of looked like it was going to rain. I hope not, because I'd like to have a little walk this morning to stretch my legs. This is Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. So this is on GamePass. If you have a GamePass subscription, you can play it as part of that. So I played a little bit of the 2018 one a few years ago, but I've never played this one. It's pretty good, I have to say. I don't know where the spark plugs are, not gonna lie. I don't know where they are. I thought I might just pull that cover off and have a little gander, but they're not in there. So I don't know where to find them. I would have thought they would have been, around this zone that I'm currently looking at. It seems like a spark plug kind of place. There's the starter. Wouldn't they be near the starter? Maybe it's in the engine block underneath. I might need to look underneath for spark plugs, possibly. That might be the way to go there. Let's get it up on the lift and just test that theory. Don't know, but let's just see. Now, let's have a look over here. That's the oil pan. So we have the engine block we access from the top. Where's that little there? There's that starter. I feel like the spark plugs would be near this. No, I don't play first-person shooters or third-person shooters generally. I don't know. I don't get a lot of enjoyment out of them. Okay, I'll put it down. Don't worry, I'll put it down. Don't panic. They're sticking out of the engine. These are fuel inject. I've got fuel injectors, 4 of these on the side. The idler roller. Cam gear. You don't mean these, do you? Because they're fuel injectors. Unless I'm supposed to take another layer of cover off to have a look, but it just feels like I'm getting very deep into this engine at this point. Which worries me. Unless I take those out and it lets me access something else. Like, I can take them off. I've taken everything else off. We may as well. Now that's going to have a whole bunch of other stuff that needs to come off before I can... It's basically going to be a new car by the time we're done with it. It's going to look like an IKEA flat pack. Timing chain, cam gear. Imagine giving them the bill for this. I'm going to have to take off all them as well. It seems strange to me I'm having to take this much off. I'm worried. I'm concerned. It must be so... Like, if any mechanic stumbles across this video, I'm so sorry. It'd be a hard watch. Not gonna lie. It might make you feel better about yourself, though, so there's that. There's that. Right, so... Engine head. Still attached. Oh, there they are! There they are. These little nubs. There's the spark plugs. So we had to take out both of those camshafts to get to them. They were hidden away underneath. Okay, so there's the spark plugs. Beautiful. Now, I've probably taken off all of these other parts that I needed, so we may as well... Let's just replace them one by one. Let's add them to my shopping list. Can I do it from here? No, I can't. Alright, let's have a look at my inventory and we'll make a little shopping list. Hopefully my list is empty, so I'm not going to get confused. So we want We only need 2 spark plugs, actually, because the other 2 are in okay condition. We needed... Now, what's the percentage of wear before it wants me to change things for this one? Oh, 81%. Wow. If it's under 81%, they want me to change it. So that's still okay for the spark plugs. The camshaft will need to be done. We need a camshaft cap. 2 of them. I guess they want me to change other stuff as well, or no, because like the timing chain is 77%, but it hasn't told me that they want me to do that, I don't think. It just says repair with parts of minimum condition. So let's not do the timing chain. I'll assume that they're not bothered about that. The idler roller needs to be changed at 80%. Who's getting 80% stuff swapped out? Bloody money bags. The fuel injectors were fine. It wasn't part of it. The cam gear did need to be changed. So we'll get one of those. I think I needed to do the ignition coils as part of the order. 1 ignition coil. Okay, but there's 2 of them that are underneath the level. But okay. We'll do the knackered one. 1 ignition coil. Done the cam gear. Serpentine belt, yes. The belt tensioner, yes. Rubber bushing. 1, 2. I've done the brake discs already, I think. Yeah, I'll just get him a new car at this point. Okay, now I'll just buy him a new car. It's easier. Mark it up. Okay, right. So now let's go to the shop and get our things that we have on our list. So we'll go just to the main shop where we currently are. We want 2 spark plugs that probably aren't sold by this shop. We probably need the electronic shop. 2 of those. We want camshaft 14B, which I'm assuming will be in the main one. We want that one. We also want camshaft cap 14B. Camshaft cap 14B. There's the caps. I might have to just put camshaft cap 14B. One of those. I think it was 1 or was it 2? I actually needed another one of those. Another one of those as well. Yeah, well, most games take a lot of time to play these days, it feels like. That's why I have such a backlog. Idler roller A. Purchase. Done. Cam gear 14 SOHC. Cam gear 14 SOHC. One of those. Done. Ignition coil. No, ignition coil, that's probably electronics, I would say. Ignition coil, one of those. Serpentine belt A. Serpentine belt A. One of those. Then, oh, it has to be a 14B. Sorry, wrong one. We need that one. The other one can stay in stock. A belt tensioner. Belt tensioner, one of those as well. And then some rubber bushing ×2. It is. It's part of being a gamer. That's absolutely right. Everybody has backlog. I reckon the only way you could not have backlog is if you won the lottery and you had all day to play games all the time. God, I can't keep up with drinks today. This is like, I'm so involved in this that I'm not even like having my tea and coffee. It's ridiculous. Okay. Now, let's start with, let's do the tires and the brake stuff because it's kind of separate from the engine stuff and we shouldn't have to be putting things on and off, which would be nice. So We'll get the tires and everything and all those brake kits back on. I think I will sell, let's sell out of my inventory all of this broken stuff so that I don't get confused and in a mess with it. Actually, it should automatically put the good stuff on, so maybe we won't worry about that yet. I know I'm like that too. I'm trying not to buy new games, but sometimes I can't resist. Especially if there's a good sale on and it makes sense to buy something that I've wanted for a while. That's when it gets me. But then, you know, ultimately it seems to just sit in your backlog with everything else as well. Blissfully. I might have drunk it blissfully while it was still hot. It's cold now. Okay, there's the tire. Now we'll do the other ones. We'll get all the little brake parts and all of that jazz ready to go. Now, if I do notice any old parts going back on, we need to be on top of that because I don't want to have to put things on and off again. I don't want to miss anything. It'd be very irritating. Lovely. That's that one done. So we'll do the front two tires and, as well. Get this organized. Okay. Lovely. Feel a lot better about today. Yesterday was like I was a little bit concerned about the day yesterday. I had so much to do and it felt kind of stressful. I felt like I was on all these like deadlines, but I got it all done now. Feeling a lot better about today. And then tomorrow's the last day of the week. It's been really busy as well. It's been a busy, it was a busy weekend. I almost felt like I needed a weekend from my weekend. Started the week a little bit tired this week. That's the way. Getting a nice little flow going now. After we've done all the wheels, we'll check the status list just to make sure it's satisfied with everything we've put back on so far. This would be a very expensive job. They've got me pulling apart the whole car, basically, to get to everything. So how are we looking? Let's look at our little status. All the brake stuff done. Beautiful. That's exactly what we were trying to do. So now let's go to the front and we'll get you know, I don't know if I ended up taking the oil filter off. Have I got an oil filter in my inventory? I reckon that's from an old job. I don't think I took the oil filter off. So let's see if I could just grab that from underneath. I think this needs to come off. Yeah, 65%. So we need to get that from the shop as well. So I want an i4 oil filter. i4, this blue one of these. Beautiful. Okay, so let's bring it down. I reckon I can probably do everything while it's down now. I think they may have needed some fluids and stuff changing too, but we can do that after. That's absolutely fine. Now the oil filter, let's pop that back on while we're thinking about it. That came off from somewhere down there. I hope I haven't made it too hard to get to it now. I pulled it off from underneath. Let's go into mount mode. There we go. That's what I want. Oh, I have to be under the car. God damn it. I have to be under the car to do the oil filter. The audacity. Oh, really? Oh, speaking of NBN, I think that the internet's going to be getting a decent upgrade soon, which I'm very excited about. The internet has been a bit frustrating lately. The thought of having high-speed download and upload has me very, very excited. Okay, so the oil filter is on. I think the rest I can do. So what speeds do you get then? Download and upload there. Hello, Smoke. What's going on? After this upgrade, it's going to be like a 4 or 5 times difference. Like, I'll be able to do more at once than ever before, and I should be able to up the bitrate and go crazy, even though it's multi-streamed. Basically, no bitrate problems ever again should be the situation, which will just be amazing. Oh, you've been watching the Balatro VODs. Oh, nice. Are you playing Balatro yourself? Are you into the game? I'm really loving it. I think I might do it tomorrow again. I love it so much. Holy crap. Okay, well, mine's not going to be quite as good as that. Wow. We are only in Australia after all. Okay, put the spark plugs back in because we have to put a whole bunch of stuff on top of these. A new camshaft is going in because the other one was rusty. Now that's only 76%, but I'm sure they only asked for one camshaft, didn't they? They did, so I'm not going to replace that one as well. You're a deck builder and card game enthusiast. I've recently started really getting into it. Do you play Hearthstone as well? Hello, Alicio. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm really enjoying Hearthstone too. But Balatro is a real little gem, isn't it? I'm in the middle of a really good run on Balatro right now. I had to end the stream yesterday because I had to go back to work. But when we play it next, I'm in a really good run. It's like the highest I've ever gone so far. Hello, Running. What's happening? So I'm a bit excited about that. It's so addictive. And part of it as well is just like every time you play it, it's different because, you know, there's so many random elements to it. Now, what we're going to do as we're doing this, we're going to keep an eye on the checklist because I don't want it telling me that there's something that they want replaced after I've put everything back on. Have a good day, Miss Anon. Don't get caught in the rain. Lovely to see your face. Hopefully we catch you later in the week. Oh, see, it is telling me that it wants me to put another cam gear in. Oh, no, hang on, wait. No, calm down, streamer. We haven't done the cam gear yet. We haven't done the cam gear. That's fine. Everything's fine. So we'll do that. And we'll put the rollers and all of that on. So I think we can put the engine back together with the cover and stuff. Now, before we put the bolts back on, can I do the belts and stuff? Or will that cover have to go back on first? I think the cover goes back on first, actually. Thinking about it now. Okay, that's fine. I'll put the cover back on. I am. It's been on my to-do list for a while. But I've just had, you know, I'm slowly working my way through the backlog. I played the 2018 Car Mechanic Sim a few years ago. This is the first time I've played 2021. I really like it. It's so polished. Very good game. It has in-game music, but I've got my own today, just to be safe. Now, is that okay for the ignition coils? Are we happy? We are not happy. One of the ignition coils needs to be changed. Now, did I buy an ignition coil? Maybe I did not. I feel like I might not have bought enough of them. Let's get another one. What do you mean I think I'm a mechanic? I am a mechanic. How very dare. Still, if you want discount next time you pop your car in, you better be nice to me. You didn't do many hours in Hearthstone. Yu-Gi-Oh! MTG, Pokemon, Duel Masters. Oh, Slay the Spire. Do you know, I've had half an eye on Slay the Spire. I didn't really know much about it. I reckon that's on GamePass as well. Wonder if I should try that too. I wonder if that's worth having a little gander at. Is it? Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm sure it's on Game Pass. If I can play it for free or if I can play it for money that I'm already paying, I'm all about it at the moment. All right, now let's put our other parts back over here that we have replaced. So we want a new cam gear. We also want the new roller that we bought. It's a good strategy, checking your status list as you go. No, I haven't upgraded anything yet. I'm still pretty fresh in. This is only like my 3rd customer order. So we're doing, this is a story order that I'm doing now. So we've been learning how to do some new things with this one. Let's just double check. Are we happy? It still wants another idler roller A. So I wonder if I should have replaced the other one as well, because they had a really high parts percentage. Like if it was less than 81%, they wanted it changed, which is actually insane. So what, how, that's 100%. That one's 100%. That one's 80. So if it's 80%, they basically want it in the bin. What's the matter with you? You get ages out of that still, surely. So we're going to throw that one away and get another one. Idler Roller A. Who takes their car to the mechanic and they're like, oh, if it's less than 80%, throw it in the bin, thanks. You're bloody made of money. So, glad I checked. We live and we learn. I remember that from playing 2018, actually. There's nothing worse than getting it all put together and realizing you've missed one little rubber casing or something. So frustrating. Modding community has made some playable characters in a DLC. Oh, maybe I'll have a look at it. Maybe I'll do a stream of it next week and check it out. I'll look into that further. You know how sometimes you just see games, you see them sitting there, you're like, oh yeah, but then you never get around to actually checking them out. There's some really good gems just sitting there, but instead we just keep buying new games. Oh, okay. Yep. All right, no worries. That's all right. At the moment, I'm still learning the basics anyway, so that's been okay. We've done enough jobs now that I at least know roughly where most things are. So that's looking good. Now we have some rubber bushing to replace. Now, crap. Do you think that might have been in the tires as well? What rubber bushing bits did I take off? That's annoying. This is what I mean. Imagine having them on the to play list. I know. Imagine having a backlog. It's terrible. What's the rubber bushing that needs to be changed? It doesn't even look like anything's in that bad a condition here. As if you'd even notice. Okay. Let's just have a look. Did I take it out of somewhere? Oh, I did. I've taken some out. I just forgot. I reckon the rubber bushing is the easiest thing to completely vague out about because you just forget about it. You don't remember when you took it out, where you took it from. It's an issue. Now, where else did I take it from? I reckon I took some from... Shit, did I take the alternator off? I don't even remember taking it off. I know! That's what I was saying earlier. It's oddly chill, isn't it? It's a very relaxing game once you figure out the basics. Oh yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. It's, you know, I'm at the point now where I'm just like, if I'm in the mood to play something, I'm just going to play it. And I'm not even going to worry about being in the middle of something else or whether I played the game before it. Not going to worry about that anymore. I'm going to play things. Right, so that roller goes on as well. Hopefully that's okay. That's an 80%. Yeah, that one's okay. There's 2 more little rubber bushing things. Oh, very good. Oh yeah, you got to have that internet. That's very exciting. It's key. Crap. How am I supposed to know where those final 2 little rubber bushings are supposed to come from? might need to lift the car, perhaps, just so I can look underneath. I wonder if it's to do with one of the tires. Possibly. Bane of my existence, these little rubber bushing parts. Can't really see them that well either. I don't know. There's two of them apparently. There's two. I feel like I didn't take any off from the back of the car. Yeah, at the end of the day, you've just got to enjoy yourself. That's the whole point of it, isn't it? The whole point of everything is just to enjoy it. It's, you know, they're just games. We get all, like, obsessive about it. Put that cam gear back for a start. Let's make sure that I'm putting all of these other things back that I've taken off so I don't get in a mess. In fact, this might lead me to a couple of little rubber parts that I haven't put back. I wish there was a way to really get it to highlight to you where something is that you're looking for. Because if you're looking for two... Yeah, it's been going pretty well. I'm just about done with this repair, but there's two rubber bushing things that I need to replace, but I do not know where they are. So that's my annoyance right now. I don't know whether I've taken them off and I didn't put them back on, or if I haven't replaced one that needed to be replaced at this point. Didn't put the fuel injectors back in either. Probably need those. Pop those back in, I think. That's a good idea. I'm glad I can put them in without taking the cover back off. You were hitting the millions on your run and went to endless mode and forgot the increase goes up exponentially. What? And the blind went up to 72 million? We were just talking about that yesterday because I was asking like when the game is kind of finished, like what your objective is. And actually, yeah, Julia was saying you can go into endless mode once you complete the main. So I haven't done that yet. But I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can go with it though. Sure. Oh, I'm a bit annoyed about these two. I don't know. So I've marked them. What does it mean when you mark them like this? What does that mean? That's the first time I've done that, actually. I've marked them. Would that help me see it when I'm in examination mode? So I'd be very, very happy if it did. That's insane. Main objective to beat the 8th ante. Yeah, so I haven't done that yet. I think I'm up to 6. I'm pretty sure I'm up to 6 right now. I'm a wee bit frustrated by this rubber bushing situation. Not gonna lie. Like when you're in a situation like this, how do you know? Like you can't see it either. I feel like it's at the front of the car. I do think that it's at the front. But I don't know if I've taken it off without replacing it, or if I just haven't taken one off that needed to be, you know, updated to a non-knackered one. I've done those ones, I know that. You mark them, it highlights in blue. Right, so I did mark it right. I marked it on my list, so it should highlight in blue while I'm looking at the car. Is that only in examination mode or any time? I kind of feel like maybe I would get a bit completionist with that game. Just because it's so enjoyable to play. Makes me feel like you'd want to. Now, when I look at my status list and it shows that the rubber bushings are with all this stuff. So I feel like they're nothing to do with the tires. I think they're at the front. I do think they're at the front. You know what? Lesson learned there. Next time we're doing a job with rubber bushing, I'm going to change them and replace them straight away while I'm thinking about where they are so that this doesn't happen. Yeah, I know. It's much nicer getting the dopamine hit when there's nothing on the line. I prefer that, to be honest. That's much more satisfying. When you focus on it, it turns blue. Oh, God, it could be anywhere. Like, how many rubber bushings would there be in the front of the car? They tend to be on these sorts of areas, so around the wheels. It's in the back. It means it's in the back. Well, with the fact that it's on back of the list. But the back of the list is containing all of the engine stuff, which we've done at the front. Let's do the liquids. We've got a couple of other things we can do as well. We'll do the oil, and then we'll see if we can figure out this rubber bushing thing. I might have to just look back at the VOD and see when I took them off at this point. So we'll grab our oil drainer. We'll put it under the car lift. Drain the oil. Lovely. On the engine, or what keeps it to the body? Oh, I'd hate to have to go through all those engine parts again, though. That would really annoy me. Okay, so the oil has been drained. That's fine. We'll put some fresh oil in. Don't use examine mode. Okay. You'd think it would come up on that, right? Full house. I've been doing a lot of, early on in the piece, I've been doing a lot of ones with flush. Flush has been all the rage. That's the focus of my current run, actually, because that's what my jokers are buffing. Anything that's a flush. It's very cool. So I used to enjoy playing poker, and I haven't really had much chance to play poker lately, so it's kind of satisfying that urge as well. Okay. That's the oil. I just realized it's 5 past 10, so I'll have to leave it there. I've gone slightly longer than I intended on, actually. So when I come back, we'll finish doing the rest of the fluids, and I might look at the VOD to see when I took the bushings off, so that I don't have to make that too painful. But thanks for joining, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. We'll say goodbye over on the tube. Bye, everyone on the tube. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified when I go live next. So we'll close